part of our group, but outsiders are usually welcome.
How many new faces showed up that day?
Not too many. A handful at most.
Describe them to me.
I don't know if I can.
Oh no. Recording off.
She came to me with a reference from Ogilvy's in the Northwest Zone, and he's a very reputable wholesaler.
Yeah, obviously, your man, like, you know, taking a fucking, like, Polaroid of us wasn't ideal. Gave him a chance to disappear. So again, because, like, we were, like, stalling a little bit, that might determine now whether we take him down or not. And again, depending on if he's an actual replicant or not, is another question.
Locked.
So at the moment, right, now this guy's on a runner. We've established that, like, he is, he might be selling arms to a organization called CARS, which is Citizens Against Replicant Slavery. Replicant or sympathizer?
Huh?
There were off-world rifles here and more. Grenades, explosives, modern rifles, even some police-issue restricted weaponry. Ezo wasn't some small-time fence, but a big-time arms dealer.
So, you can probably take from that Ezo is probably a sympathizer in this playthrough. But don't seem to see him at the moment, so...
Well, yeah, as you said, you took your time getting through the gate to get down to him.
Yes.
So he's got a bit of a head start here.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like in the same way that if you let the chef run away, obviously you've lost the scent of him, but like, you know, I think that was because of your first one, I think it's understandable. But yeah, I think okay, fair enough. Yeah, so I think there's one or two people there's one or two characters that are set in stone to be replicants, and then the rest of them are variable. So so I think from the list I can see here there are five possible humans or replicants. So there you go. It's all very exciting. So yeah, so you see all the green stuff. You can hazard guess what that meant to be.
Possible.
Ooze.
Yeah, it is.
Possible.
And hence why like McCoy is even struggling to breathe down there. So yeah, that's fun. Awful lot of fun. And this is what, like, you know, actual LA is probably like at the in the outside of the city. That's the outskirts. So yeah, looks like a pleasant place, doesn't it? You really want to settle down here and have kids, eh?
Yep. Great places to have family.
Absolutely. You wouldn't want anything else.
So I did something a bit cheeky there. I went on the Nintendo eShop and I just looked up how much Blade Runner would be, and it's like tenner.
I am not about
You tempted?
all my hard work.
I'm tempted. Yeah, I'm tempted already. Just
No,
for the multiple. Multiple heads.
Guns and hardware.
Like,
All I need is will.
oh,
Move it! I've been tracking Ezo for a week and you ruined my whole play in 2 seconds.
Sorry. I bet you can still catch him if you want.
If I didn't know any better, I'd think you wanted him to get away.
You crazy? I've been tailing him myself.
Little word of advice, Slim. Stay
So,
out
Jonathan,
of the way.
what's before
Next time
Casey
I'm
goes
not
and
gonna
buys
worry
this?
about
What
who's on
is
fire. Understand?
what's so bad about those digital remasters?
Well, funny enough, actually, our friend Neil has done a review of it on the channel.
oh, we'll check that out.
Yeah. So
You want to make it?
I will link it to you here, so that you there we are. I have it right here in front of you. Would you believe? It was not handy. So
Can we have a version of it where all the curse words are bleeped?
What's that?
Can we have a version of this where all the curse words are bleeped?
Oh God, no, not a chance.
Well, that takes away the magic, James.
Exactly. Yeah. Why would you ruin the surprise on yourself? Like,
You sure? Never seen him before.
I remember him for sure.
Oh no. Oh no.
Thanks
It's
for your
just
time.
like, I remember you said it was bad earlier, and it
Yeah.
feels the view, and I'm just imagine his slandering.
yeah,
Fucking
he doesn't hold back considering he loves the original Blade Runner game himself. So you can imagine his feelings on the matter when they see what they've done to my boy. They massacred my boy. But yeah, but even then, the enhanced, like, just the fact that like they were even to try and get that into a state to be available on like digital download. That's how, like, you know, impenetrable this game is. You know,
If you come back
just to even try and get it.
I know something more.
I was fresh out of Leeds. Poking around Hawker's circle had been a waste of time. I had nothing to connect this Ezo character to the Eisendaler murder. But if the replicants had done in one Tyrell scientist, maybe they'd go after another. And
So yeah, so that's the
subcontractors
game
down on
advancing the
PNM
plot for us
Road
there,
didn't
because
have
now we
Tyrell
failed
security
to
protect them.
identify if Ezo was either replicant or innocent, and failed to actually apprehend him. Now moving on to do the next plot line, which is DNA Row,
Okay.
which we were going down anyway because we were investigating the Eisenmuller death anyway.
Yeah.
So
Will you ever find out, like, even as the credits roll at the end of this, will it be like, oh yeah, and Izo was a replicant?
no, you don't. Yeah. So you leave the game on an ambiguous note. Like, even like you can't even ask the other Blade Runners, "Hey, did you track down that Ezo guy in the end?" Like, yeah, it turned out he was a replicant. It's like, oh shit, okay, fair enough. You don't get that. Like, you are staying your own lane here. You're not comparing. Like, whatever is not on the mainframe is what you're getting essentially.
Right.
You know. But again, because like this is working like in parallel to the game or to the movie, I should say.
Yeah.
I think in the next bit they describe a section of where like a Blade Runner shot down somebody in the middle of the high street essentially, and that's a really fucking awesome like
Scene in the film.
action scene in the movie, yeah, where basically like Deckard is like, you know, there's like one of these fucking strippers essentially, and she's like, you know, completely naked, but because like Deckard is acting like he's proper gooning, like he's proper like, you know, like dirty old manning the whole thing, but he's doing it because the stripper is falling for it. Like, she's completely naked and kind of like, you know, so showing no inhibitions. And again, there's a bit of a weird thing where like the fact that like, okay, she's either a replicant and doesn't feel the inhibitions, or this is such a grim society that, like, you know, this is what women are conditioned to be like. So again, weigh up the two kind of things to your mind there if you wanted to. But yeah, like the whole scene is like basically him switching from, like, you know, being like, you know, sex pest, going like, oh, I'd love to have a lap dance from you, her, 5 minutes, switch over, bang, dead. You know, it's the fact that, like, again, Harrison Ford is a great actor. Rick Deckard isn't. You know what I mean? This guy, by the way, Chan, is he's in the original movie. He's the one that makes the eyes for the replicant. So he does get a visit from Roy Batty, the main, if you like, the villain of the movie, and yeah, so like that's you know, he gets a bit of a bad time from Roy in that. I think it's fair if I'm being delicate about it.
What?
But yes, like, Roy doesn't really, like, I'm not saying he particularly cares about guys like Chan here, but has much bigger fish to fry.
Tell me this.
Hey, wait, LPD, you there for something, huh? LPD? I'm very busy. Eyes won't wait for nothing.
Trying to see if I can remember where Chew, not Choi, Jesus, yeah, Hannibal Chew. So yeah, he Chew is he features in both the game and the movie. and yeah, he gets a visit from Roy and his friend Leon.
Please help me.
And the way they interrogate him is that they tear off his fucking jacket so that he's exposed to the liquid nitrogen, to the fucking sub-zero temperatures in that room.
Oh.
Yeah. Now, obviously, this happens before this. So basically, if you like, Roy and his kind of cohort of Blade Runners are in the city at this point, but they're not moving yet. So
wait, did you die there?
I did, yeah. That was a death because I shot the bomb, which is a bad thing. It's like, as we learned there.
So you did a bad thing. You shot something you weren't meant to, and you died.
Yes, I know. What a shock to us all, huh?
Okay, we talk. Quick, come. What you want?
Yeah, you know, game rules are as consistent as the Premier League referees. You know.
Very much so, yeah, exactly. Level is on apparently when it comes to replicants.
I got pulled off for being aware that football existed yesterday.
Yeah, you probably deserved it too.
Yeah. Anti-Arsenal
Again, because this is like, in a time capsule, you're still going to be at fault for knowing the football happened the next day. And the day after that. And you should just stop paying attention. Like, maybe that's just easier for you.
No, I have a team that I'm supporting this year, and my God, I'm giving them my all, whoever they are.
Yes, you are.
He doesn't know yet.
He still doesn't know yet.
10 minutes ago.
They are my team for this season, whoever they are.
Do you know what? Go local sports team.
I do have a t-shirt that says that, yeah.
Sure. Do you know what? I'll even buy you the home jersey if all goes well.
I don't know how. I swear, if you pick Rangers for me, I will.
I didn't pick any team. The wheel picked your team, and like, if it goes well, you're getting the fucking kit. Like, I'm sorry about you. Like, yeah.
I will never wear Rangers.
Who did this?
Help me, sir.
Not even if they win the league this year, James.
It is going.
If your jinx has inspired them to success.
Wait, maybe I can disarm it.
No! There is no time.
So yeah, Miraji is the guy there that's like, obviously he's tied to it. Again, I was playing in a window, so I couldn't actually see physically what he was attached to, which is why I kept like fucking up this part. But yeah, he was chained to the door essentially, and there's a bomb going off on his workstation. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think Miraji was he was more to do with the he was the DNA one. So he made DNA and skin. So he's the skin specialist for the replicants. And yeah, these guys are like kind of like and this is another office where the twins are, which is our Luther and Lance.
But I didn't expect
and we shall see them
hundreds of
later.
training inside. I didn't know what it was for, but I'd bet the farm it wasn't on Runsitter's books.
Seeing that like we're not going to see Tyrell until later on in the game, I might as well tell you, kind of explain like the exchange which you would have. So if we did manage to succeed and get to the Tyrell storyline, we basically get to meet Dr. Tyrell and the Secretary Rachel. Obviously I mentioned what happened to Rachel in the movie, but Dr. Tyrell doesn't have a good time. Roy eventually does get to meet Dr. Tyrell, and Tyrell is killed by Roy in the most unpleasant way possible. And I'm saying this to you now to avoid you the squeamish death. You remember Game of Thrones and the mountain crushing eyes into the skull? Yeah. So that's what Roy does. He crushes Tyrell's eyes into his skull and kills him that way. And that's eventually what happens then. And like Roy only has like like hours to
Half
live
the
at that point.
workspace
So
was
like
tidy, the other
not
half
like
a
2 or 3
total
scenes later
disaster
on,
area.
he dies.
Tenants were clearly the
Like
oddest of odd couples.
and it's a really kind of like poignant chase with
The
Deckard,
vidphone was one of those old Zenith
where like
guns,
Roy's
the
like
last
literally losing his
electronic tech
mind.
that was
He's like
still
going to
produced on
almost
this
like child
continent,
form, so
or
like stripping off
Mexico, to be
naked and
exact.
shit like
One of
that.
the
He just
suckers
like
was on the
the
block.
inhibitions level are gone. Like he's just gone
No, I
completely
can't
mental,
forget.
you know. Because again, he realized like it all doesn't matter now. He is going to be dead in a couple of hours. He's done his task. They can now deactivate.
Yeah.
Another name they mentioned there was
no, I
J.F.
can't
Sebastian,
forget.
who is another character from the movie. So we shall see what happens with him then momentarily as well. So we're really in like as I've learned, like Act 2 is where the game really crosses over with the movie, which is interesting. Because like the first movie, the first act is very much like the book, it seems, and then the second one is the movie, and then the third act seems to be its own beast. Basically, is where like, okay, let's see how good you were up to this point and decide what ending you're getting.
What's going on? Who did this?
Help me, sir. Please, help me. It is going
And yeah,
to
get the fuck
blow.
out of there.
Run! Run!
Yay! Get up the fuck, you're fine.
Hold on, an ambulance.
Oh, he isn't.
You must warn the twins. Up there. Up the stairs.
The twins? Did they do this?
No. Tall man with
Hey.
dreadlocks.
There we go.
The bomber. And another with beard. Piercing eyes.
What did they want?
DNA information. God forgive me. I told them about the twins.
Don't shoot. McCoy, Rep D-Tech, BR61661.
Past tense. That's gonna hurt.
Got a dead man here. Victim of an explosion. His name was Maraji. He was able to give me a description of the two perps just before he bought the farm.
Yeah? They skin jobs?
So again, they're referring to like old to obsolete version of skin jobs because they're just skin. You can tell that they're fake. So that sort of stuff. Again, it's all the different languages being used here, you know.
Kick some rep ass, okay? It's high time someone got them illegals off the street.
Yeah, there you go. Social commentary. Okay, so with that in the bag, lads, we'll leave it there for tonight. So, initial thoughts on Blade Runner as we have this nice natural end to the story.
Like the whole very multiple ending thing, the fact that it's every playthrough could be different, is why I'm looking at buying it there already. So, but I'm gonna have to view Neil's opinion.
Yes, take it on board, as you say.
Yeah. Hopefully, it won't be as bad as GoldenEye.
Indeed.
Oh no! Oh no!
Let's go with that, shall we? But yeah, that's that's where we're at the moment. So yeah, James, how about yourself? Has Blade Runner tickled your fancy?
I've enjoyed. I do think I possibly should have watched the film to make sure I'm caught up with all the references, because if there's any kind of like nudge, wink, winks, there I'm not getting them.
Yeah, I think I'll try and fill in what I can anyway. The real nudge, wink, wink comes in like in a bit, and it's just a news story about Deckard. So it's
fair.
Yeah, everything else is fine. Yeah.
Fair. Oh no! Like I'm enjoying, but I at the same time like when I know that there is a nudge, wink, wink happening that I'm not in on the loop on, that's always like, I'm sure that was funny, but
I'm sure that joke worked for someone.
Yes.
Like at the very start during the cutscene, you see that Asian lady on like the Titantrons on the city, and I'm just like, they stole that from South Park in the COVID episodes.
But again, that was South Park inspired by Blade Runner. Like that's like one of the most iconic shots from the original movie is the car going through and like the big fucking like drink Coca-Cola, and then this like geisha like going, yes, drink or consume. You know, it's all the same shit like it. But like you said, it's all It's all nice. It's all fun stuff. So yeah. Next time on the bucket list, lads, we're gonna press on with more Blade Runnering and see if we can hunt down some damn fucking skin jobs.
We're gonna
Do you call them skin jobs anymore?
disobey our parents and run with blades.
Oh well, now that's a completely different show, but I'm okay with it. Like I'm game if you're game.
Yeah. Right. Good night, folks.
Right.
Good night, everybody.
People.